Good afternoon, everyone. Mike here. A little late today, but here. I just want to welcome to my Parkinson's journey. Thank you for watching, sharing, subscribing. It's greatly appreciated. And if you can, please tell your friends about this or anyone you know that might be interested. Would be greatly appreciated. So let's get to it. This week, it's kind of going to be a little more free form because today I had a follow-up visit with my neurologist, who is a motion disorder specialist with Cooper Hospital. And it was pretty much a very good visit, to say the least. The good news is, well, there really was no bad news, let me say that. The good news is he felt that there's been a pretty good amount of improvement from when the first time I was in there. I still have a lot of stiffness, especially on my right side for some reason. Now, that was the side I also had the frozen shoulder on, so, I don't know what could be, why the right is more than the left, but he said that he could see improvement. He thinks my exercise class and going to the gym has played a part in that, and I don't disagree with that. It is one of the best things you can do for this condition that I have, and I'm trying to do it as much as I can. So that was certainly a welcome piece of news, to say the least, that things are better, not worse, I told him about not working anymore, and he was always fine with that. We discussed some things. He put me through some, physical testing and all that. And we did discuss, though, one of the things that I brought up to him that I struggle with is in Parkinson's, there's something called on-off time. Basically, what that means is when are you getting the maximum effect from your medication, and when does it wear off? And those are important things to know because you have to judge the timing of it when you take it. Now, the thing about carbidopa, levodopa, and it's not just that medication, but when you're taking a medication for something like Parkinson's, it's not like you're taking an antibiotic for an infection or an anxiety medication, or, you're not taking it to cure something. It is you're taking it to give you a better quality of life, basically. And that's been something that I've had a hard time grasping. And I'm working on that, and more now, trying to make sure that that's something I'm aware of. Be aware of what my body is telling me. Be aware of how the medication is affecting me. Be aware of when I'm taking it, what I'm eating when I'm taking it, when I'm eating. All these things play a part in how well or unwell that my medication will work on me. And I seek out a lot of information on this. The interesting part, is when you're dealing with a disease. Excuse me for a second. Like Parkinson's, with no two cases being the same, there's a lot of leeway with the medication. Friends I've met who have Parkinson's, told me that at various points in their journey, that their neurologist gave them the freedom to lower or increase the dose as they saw fit. My doctor and I both agreed that I am not at that point. But that is something he said that down the line that we could, eventually have to discuss. Okay. The other the biggest thing that my wife and I did not want was to add any more medication. We My neurologist and I discussed potentially adding another medication that would have enabled the levodopa and the dopamine and all that to work longer. So we decided to try something else first. Previously, I'd been taking 3 pills 3 times a day, 125 milligram pills. What we decided to do was now take 3 first thing in the morning and then go 2, 2, and 2. So I'm not taking any more medication, but I'm stretching it out a little bit, and trying to get maximum bang for my buck is the only way I think I can put it. So we're going to try that. See how that goes. I will see him again in 3 months. I can't tell you how much confidence I have in him. It's a lot in all my doctors, and I think that's a big plus for me. And with him, the thing that I lucked out because I just needed a neurologist. He happened to have an open appointment, and he was a motion disorder specialist. Pure luck in that having that happen. And he's very careful. He's not not somebody who wants to send you for a million tests or things like that. So I'm very happy with him. And we'll see in 3 months what happens. So that's it. That's my medical update for this week, which is a good one. So what's coming up? Well, we've got a lot coming up. We're going to the Philadelphia Wings game this Friday, which will always be exciting. It's always a good time to go there. We have the Philadelphia Mummers string band show coming up on the 31st. Got the auto show coming up, and we'll got a lot to do. Busy to say the least. And we have new furniture coming, and getting used to the new car, which is tremendous, and it's very good on gas, which is surprising me. And so things are good. The other thing is, not other thing. A couple things I want to point out. A couple, I'll call them commercials. My friend Jeremy McDonald, who also has a Parkinson's vlog. Jeremy is a musician, a very good one, to say the least. He has a new record out. It is called One Day, Music Inspired by Parkinson's Disease. Jeremy has taken his journey, put it to music. It's an instrumental record. It's very interesting. It's different. I've never seen anybody approach music in this way, and I think it's really worth a listen. Check it out on Spotify or iTunes or probably other streaming platforms. I'm going to provide a link to it in the description today. Check it out. It's really good, and I want to see him do well with this. He's a very good guy, to say the least. The other kind of commercial note I want to mention is my good friend, the Philly Captain, is trying to get 100,000 subscribers. If you have not subscribed to him, please do. I'd like to see him get that milestone. He's very desperate to get that YouTube plaque. Well, that's I'm embellishing a little there, but you know, I think it would be a great thing, great accomplishment for him because he works hard. He's fun. He's interesting, and he's just a real person, to say the least. So check the Philly Captain out on YouTube. I will provide a link to the description, or in the description, to his channel. So, you know, a little short this week, but that's not a bad thing. I kind of didn't have anything prepared because I really was, my mind was on the doctor visit, and all that. So, we will have something next week. I'm thinking about talking about, books I'm reading, things like that not necessarily Parkinson's related, but interest of my own. I just read a great book about the making of Bruce Springsteen's Born to Run called Tonight in Jungleland. And I think maybe next week I'll talk a little bit about that. Maybe about some, maybe a movie occasionally or things like that. And, we'll try to change it up a little bit here. So thank you, everyone. Have a good week. And remember, we are all in this together.